Live with Kelly and Mark, the morning show she co-hosts with her husband of nearly 3 decades. The topic? His new, scorching hot role on Fox's hit first responder drama, 911. Mark Consuelos, charming and suave as ever, was talking about his character, the handsome and heroic firefighter Mikey. Then, Kelly leaned into the microphone, her eyes wide with mock horror, and delivered the line that broke the internet. "He dies! He dies on the show! I'm not supposed to say anything, but he dies in the first episode!" Cue the collective heart attack of millions of fans. The internet immediately erupted. Twitter trends exploded with hashtag RIP Mikey. Reddit threads spun into chaotic vortexes of conspiracy theories. News outlets, mostly entertainment blogs like this one, slapped on the juiciest headlines they could conjure. Kelly Ripa accidentally reveals husband Mark Consuelos' 911 fate. 911 shocker. Did Kelly Ripa just spoil the season's biggest twist? Mark Consuelos' 911 journey cut short? Kelly's live confession has fans fearing the worst? For a glorious 48 hours, the world was convinced that Ryan Murphy and the 911 writers had pulled the ultimate fast one. They'd cast a massive A-list star, paired him with one of the show's most beloved characters, Bobby Nash, in a will-they-won't-they romance for the ages, and then killed him off before anyone could even get attached. It would be brutal. It would be shocking. It would be completely on brand for a Ryan Murphy show. But as the dust settled and sanity, returned, a single nagging question remained. Is it true? Does Mark Consuelos, the man who makes hearts flutter just by pouring a glass of water, really die on 911? Grab your bunker gear and a box of tissues, because we are going to investigate this from every possible angle. We'll deconstruct Kelly's confession. We'll analyze the infamous 911 death curse. We'll look at the evidence for and against Mikey's demise. And we'll explore the fascinating world of television, celebrity couples, and fan paranoia that made this rumor so powerful in the first place. First, let's put the event itself under a microscope. What actually happened on that episode of Live? The segment started innocently enough. Mark was gushing about how much fun he was having on the show, working with Angela Bassett and Peter Krause at the time, and the physical demands of playing a firefighter. Kelly, in classic Kelly Ripa fashion, decided to have a little fun at her husband's expense. She feigned a whisper, urging him to be careful on set. Mark played along, joking about the dangers. Then came the grand finale. With the camera zoomed in on her perfectly expressive face, she dropped the bomb. He dies! He dies on the show! I'm not supposed to say anything, but he dies in the first episode! Cue the collective heart attack of millions of fans. The internet immediately erupted. Twitter trends exploded with hashtag RIP Mikey. Reddit threads spun into chaotic vortexes of conspiracy theories. News outlets, mostly entertainment blogs like this one, slapped on the juiciest headlines they could conjure. Kelly Ripa accidentally reveals husband Mark Consuelos' 911 fate. 911 shocker. Did Kelly Ripa just spoil the season's biggest twist? Mark Consuelos' 911 journey cut short? Kelly's live confession has fans fearing the worst? Kelly herself later addressed the chaos on Instagram, posting a clip of the moment and writing, "For the record, I was kidding, but the panic was real." Verdict: the confession was 100% a joke. A very, very good joke. But the reason it worked so well is because it tapped into a very real, very deep-seated fear among the 911 fandom, a fear born from years of on-screen tragedy. Which brings us to, you cannot understand the Mark Consuelos death panic without first understanding the show he joined. 911 is not your typical procedural. It's a high-octane, emotional roller coaster created by Ryan Murphy, Brad Falchuk, and Tim Miner, the same minds behind American Horror Story and Pose, and they have no qualms about ripping your fart out. The show operates under an unspoken rule. No one is safe. Not ever. Do you see the pattern? Every single season, they take a character you love or a character you're just getting to know, and they violently, tragically, and often senselessly kill them off. They do it in premieres. They do it in finales. They do it in the middle of a random Tuesday episode. The show's body count is so high that fans have developed PTSD. They don't get attached to new characters. They just start a pool on when they'll die. So when Mark Consuelos, a huge star playing a new love interest for the stoic, grieving fan favorite Bobby Nash, showed up, the alarm bells started ringing. The pieces were all there. Mark Ripa's joke wasn't just a joke. It was the match that lit a powder keg of pre-existing fan anxiety. The theory wasn't just born from her comment, it was born from 6 seasons of collective trauma. Okay, let's play devil's advocate. Let's put on our tinfoil hats and build the strongest possible case for why Mikey might bite the dust. This is a classic television trope. A show introduces a new love interest for a main character to shake up their world, create drama, and provide a season's worth of storylines. Then, once the relationship has run its course, or the actor's initial contract is up, they are dramatically killed off to further traumatize the main character and set up the next season's story. It's efficient, if cruel. The Ryan Murphy happy endings are for suckers doctrine. Ryan Murphy and his collaborators are not known for their happy endings. Glee ended with a bizarre double death. Nip Tuck was a nihilistic nightmare. The golden rule of his shows is that joy is temporary and tragedy is forever. Bobby has been through so much. His first love died on 9/11, his first adopted son died, his second marriage fell apart, just as he finally finds true, pure happiness with Mikey. That's the exact moment Murphy would pull the rug out from under him. It's just too perfect a target. The A-list actor cameo. Sometimes huge stars like Mark Consuelos don't sign multi-year contracts. They sign for a limited run. It gives them a chance to do a fun, high-profile project without a long-term commitment. It's possible Consuelos only signed for 1 season. If that's the case, how do you write him out? You don't just have him break up with Bobby and drive off into the sunset. That's boring. You kill him. It's the most impactful, memorable, and 911 way to do it. The leaked set photo conspiracy. Remember when a leaked photo circulated online supposedly showing a grief-stricken Bobby at a funeral? Fans immediately assumed it was for Mikey. While the photo was likely from a different scene or an old episode, the existence of such rumors shows how primed the fandom is for this exact outcome. The narrative was already writing itself in the fanfiction communities. So yeah, the case for Mikey's death is, well, pretty strong. Logically, within the twisted world of 911, it makes a terrifying amount of sense. All right, let's take the tinfoil hat off, breathe. Let's look at the cold, hard, rational evidence that suggests Mark Consuelos is going to be around for a while. Let's be real. Mark Consuelos is not some random actor they cast for a 3-episode arc. This is Mark Consuelos. He's a producer of Live and many other shows. He's a massive star from All My Children, Riverdale, and Pitch Perfect. He has name recognition, charisma, and a huge built-in fan base. Killing him off in his first or second season would be a colossal waste. It would be like casting George Clooney for 1 episode of ER and then having him get hit by a bus. The network and producers want to leverage his stardom. They want the Mark Consuelos bump in the ratings. They signed him to bring people to the show, not to give them a reason to leave in a body bag.